Everyone loves the man in tights with his acrobatic ass, which, let's be honest, even if you're a guy and you're straight, look at that ass, it's nice. And he's flying around and he's whooping booty, that's what he does. He's probably the most popular Batfamily character outside of Bruce's Batman. Dick Grayson has been through years of storytelling. Today, we're going to focus on his history, though, as Nightwing, after he got out of the mantle of Robin. Nightwing moved to Bloodhaven and began his adventure as a hero at night, similar to Batman, but I guess not as moody, you can say. Where do we start, though? Well, my friends, I got a list for you. The first run I really want to talk about is Chuck Dixon's run. It's one of the easiest and best places to start because it's really the birth of the character. Well, maybe not the birth ever, like to show the character. It's really where he got to grow into his own identity. Luckily, DC recently has been releasing these new edition volumes at this point in time that I'm making this video, that it's really easy to catch up on this fantastic run in the late 90s and early 2000s. Dixon got his hands on Nightwing and evolved the character to be his own man. This is the start of it all, but it's easily the best run too, in my opinion, for the character. A look into the mind of a young man finding his place in the world of the heroes that is already oversaturated, but somehow comes out as a truly interesting and unique individual. Tim's Rebirth run is special. You know why? Because it's like a very different Nightwing, but a return to Bloodhaven was what was needed. In between Dixon and Seeley's run, there were a couple of interesting runs as well, and some good ideas and some not so good. And some people really enjoyed stuff like Grayson, which was more of a spy, like kind of action-y adventure instead of being a superhero tale, which is cool and all. However, to me, the first one that I really enjoy reading so much after something like Chuck Dixon's run is Tim's run. He does Grayson's voice well and covers some really interesting ideas about a young man and now going into his adult life and trying to figure it out. This is also after he has been Batman, so he kind of deals with a little bit more drama in his life and trying to really figure out how to be an adult, because he's still young, but he's not a teenager or young adult like he is in the Dixon run. Also, similar to the Dixon storyline, when it gets down to it, it's having those human moments come out that make Nightwing the best, and Tim does a really good job of showing that off. For a standalone title, I'm really going to go with the New Order. It's a newer series. It just completed that I'm finishing this, but the graphic novel comes out soon. I'm going to link the issues and then the graphic novel if you want to check it out. To me, this is like a perfect standalone title because it is different than any of your average Nightwing stories. Kyle Higgins returns to Nightwing, and he's the guy who did the New 52 run, which I enjoyed, just not as much as the two I talked about. However, this future Elseworld story where metahumans are being hunted down, Nightwing is like the lead, and it's just dark, it's twisted, it's a very interesting take on the DC universe, and especially having Nightwing as the star is something very unique in my opinion. It's different, but I really do recommend picking up as a standalone title. It's its own book. You don't have to read anything after or before, and it's worth checking out. Now listen, Nightwing has a ton of books that have come out over the years. Some more standalones, a lot of runs. I would love to see other people list their favorite runs. There's some shorter runs that people really enjoy, like Peter's run, which actually I have not read yet. But I would love to see your list of books in terms of standalone runs that you really enjoyed for the Nightwing character. Again, we're just focusing on him as Nightwing, so that's why I did include stuff like Black Mirror, which I love. That is Nightwing, that is Dick, but it's not Nightwing. And I didn't include Grayson for the same reason. We're talking about just him as Nightwing, as the character of Nightwing when he has that mantle. Alright, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out these below. If you have any questions, ask them below. I'd be glad to answer. And everyone else, have a good day.